top destinations to go to. Yeah. So I think in each corner of Bangladesh there are different things to do. So of course the capital is there. So if you go to the capital, I think it's a good place to try the different food of Bangladesh, and also to go to the old city to get an understanding of Mughal history and all that, because the Mughals had a part to play. But then, like I said, you can go to the southeast, to Cox's Bazar, or to the Chittagong Hill tracks for natural beauty, for the beach. Southwest to the mangrove forest if you want to find the tiger, or at least, or at least, yeah. You can always. It's always nice to also travel through the different rivers. On the south, on the northeast, we have Sylhet, the tea gardens. So the tea gardens are nice, but then when I was growing up, I used to think that the tea gardens are wow, so beautiful. But then when I went to the tea garden for the first time, it kind of reminded me of colonialism and slavery, because tea gardens are not natural land; it's actually privatized land, where the British again they started with it. But of course, some of the systems of slavery, even though it's not called slavery, it still exists in a way in the tea garden. So it kind of made me feel sad. But tea gardens are beautiful. It's nice. It's natural. But there's that, and there's also like other these old historical sites which I haven't gone through yet, like Buddhist monasteries in the past in some other districts. So I think each district will, but then those are some of the top places that you can check out. Yeah. And sorry, please.
After the accident of the construction building,
Mm.
does the government make a regulation or a law to avoid this situation to happen again? Because I do one of my research in the university about construction, and that accident is really a big impact in the construction because my friends like Sarah, remember, Bershka, they didn't take care of this situation, but I know the government please give a subsidy, but after that, what happened?
Yeah, sure. So I think when it comes to bearing the cost of compliance of safe buildings, like no one wants to cover the cost, right? Like the big buyers, they want to keep things cheap. The garment owners, they don't want to spend for it, so no one ends up spending for it. But of course, like after that event happened, like all the different companies had to become more compliant, and there were more networks formed, more funding came in. So, and of course it was. I mean, there are different types of garment companies. There are some garment factories which are like very futuristic, modern, state of the art, that are very different from that building that you just saw. And there are smaller companies which are like that building that you saw. So there's definitely been increased compliance. We haven't had an accident. We've had fire incidents recently in not just garment factory, but in some other buildings, and then that has become an issue. And then sadly, like things become an issue after the accident happens, right? I mean, it's like we're waiting for the accident. And I think a lot of our work in futures thinking is to prevent people from like don't wait for something bad to happen. So even climate change, right? No one really caring about it, right? No one really caring about the Palestinian genocide, for example, right? Just letting it happen. But of course, it will all bite back if you don't do something about it, right? And I think those are like certain certain things to think about. Like, do we wait for the bad times and all that? So yeah, but then to answer your question simply, changes were made, and then things have happened. Time to time. Okay. Any last burning question? My currency is Taka. Taka is the currency. I think. Oh, we have a female prime minister for the longest time. You guys had a female leader as well, but I think she's the longest serving female leader in the world, if I'm not wrong. Which is not a good thing, because of course it should be democratic and things should change. But of course, but at the same time, given the circumstances, I think she's trying to do the best that she can. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.